Hey guys, Christine here with Makara Mom Vlogs. Alright, so I don't know about you, but I am getting really annoyed. I mean, I was annoyed before, but I don't know how much more I can take of this. Now, those of you who have been following me this whole year, you know that I'm pretty understanding. I would have to say that I'm pretty patient, understanding, sympathetic, right? And I like to see the glass as half full versus half empty. But like, this is the third CARES Act plan, right? Now the first one, I could understand. This was the first time. You know, the first time, you're not a professional. You don't know what you're doing. You're still trying to figure things out. So you're understanding. Second one, you're kind of like annoyed, but you're still understanding. But the third time, now come on. They should have got their act together. Now, hopefully it doesn't take them this long. But the fact that when I went on early this morning and I realized that after I filed, now I didn't have the queue, I didn't have to wait or anything, I was able to file right away. So once I finished filing, then I noticed that the $195, okay, which is from the state, that was the only thing that I received. I did not receive the extra $300 from the stimulus, which is the federal, okay, which is part of the last CARES Act, okay. CARES Act, COVID relief, whatever the bills that they want to make it, doesn't really matter to me what they call it. Alright guys, so I'm going to try my best today to make sure that I stay on top of my notes instead of digressing, which I often do. Now, there are two things from Twitter that I wanted to share with you guys. So the first thing is your personal taxes have to be filed by April 15th. And you can get more information at revenue.pa.gov/PIT. And the second is the Department of Labor posted this here, which has to do with your benefit year ending. Is your unemployment compensation benefit year ending? If you haven't worked at all since you originally opened your claim a year ago, there is no need to file a new UC claim at this point. Follow these steps. Number 1, go to www.uc.pa.gov and click on File an Initial Claim, and then the Apply for UC button. Number 2, complete the application, which is the same as last year. Entering your PIN to help complete the application is optional. Number 3, continue filing bi-weekly on your brand new UC claim. If the claim is eligible, you're all set. If you are not eligible for UC, staff will set you up on the claim type you most recently were using and make your payments there. Eligible for a new UC claim. Claimants will return to the UC program regardless of if they were receiving benefits through UC, PEUC, or EB at their benefit year end. Not eligible for a new UC claim. Claimants will be returned to the program they receive benefits through and will finish their remaining weeks. Additional weeks provided by PEUC and EB. Most claimants who filed during the pandemic will still have available weeks to claim. Payment delays may occur on PEUC, EB, and PUA while these claim evaluations are occurring. UC evaluations happen when your benefit year ends, and also when the calendar quarter changes. Once claimants have exhausted all of their eligible weeks, they cannot receive additional benefits if they have not worked enough to qualify for a new UC claim. They're calling this a flow chart, and you can get this off of the regular unemployment website, okay? And basically it just tells you about the different programs, so that way you can figure out for yourself. As you can see here for PUA, it clearly states do not reapply, keep certifying on existing claims. And then if you go over to the next side, you can see UC, PEUC, or EB, and it's basically yes or no. So yes, you would go down. If it's no, you go across. Same thing, next line, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. And that way you know pretty much where you stand, which program. According to this flow chart, For PUA, we are not supposed to reapply. Okay, so do not reapply. You're just going to continue to certify weekly, okay? Remember, claims must be paid in this order. You can only be on one claim at a time. This is why the benefit year and eligibility checks are done. If you can qualify for UC at any time, you must immediately move to UC. If a claimant is eligible for a new UC claim, they will return to the UC program regardless of if they were receiving benefits through PEUC, EB, or PUA at their benefit year end. If a person is not eligible for a new UC claim, they will be returned to the program they received benefits through and will finish their remaining weeks. Because of the additional weeks provided by PEUC, EB, and PUA, most claimants who filed during the pandemic will still have eligible weeks to claim. Once an individual has exhausted all other eligible weeks, they cannot receive additional benefits if they have not worked enough to qualify for a new UC claim. Staff has been partnering with PA Career Links to identify individuals who are reaching the end of their unemployment benefits and to provide individuals employment services to assist them with rejoining the workforce. While L&I cannot approve any individuals for claim weeks for which they are not eligible, we make every effort to reduce hardship by connecting them with other non-unemployment services. I don't really know how that's going to work because they're working with PA Career Links, and if you have exhausted your benefits, that's it for you. So you have to participate, I guess, in PA Career Links. But how are you going to participate in the Career Links if there's not enough employment to go around? There's not enough businesses to go around. I don't get that, because how many businesses have been started that you know of, right? My daughter FaceTimed me today from New York, and she said it's so crazy because the only stores that are really open are like food places, Costco's, and they don't have Walmart over there, but certain stores like that, some takeout or something. But she said that there's a lot of businesses that are closed down and they have their gates down and all that. So where are these new businesses that you're going to be able to get from the PA Career Links? I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Here with you guys is from NBC 10 News, and anything that I mention I will link down in the description below so that you can read it for yourself at your leisure.
Unemployment benefits typically last for 1 year, but they've been extended due to the ongoing COVID situation. In New Jersey, the state is automatically renewing benefits for eligible filers who hit that 1 year mark.
It's been running very, very smoothly.
Lolita Clyburn is one of them.
I got an extension. I did not have to ask for it or request it. They did send me an email saying that they would possibly be doing that. And then they just automatically did it.
In Pennsylvania, the process is different. The Department of Labor and Industry tells NBC 10 Responds it's notifying people if they may need to reapply. This impacts filers on unemployment compensation, pandemic emergency unemployment compensation, extended benefits, and pandemic unemployment assistance.
Now, for people on the pandemic unemployment assistance program, those people should not apply for a new claim unless we reach out to them.
Sarah DeSantis with the PA Department of Labor and Industry says this flow chart will help you determine if you need to reapply.
The first thing to do is try that flow chart, because that has actually, I think, helped a lot of people. I see a lot of people commenting online. That's been really helpful. If they have questions beyond that, they can try calling us.
Now, if you can't get through on the phone, email uchelp@pa.gov. As for Lolita Clyburn, she's thrilled with the way the New Jersey Department of Labor handled her extension.
Right now, they're just on top of everything.
And we did reach out to the Delaware Department of Labor. They just got back to us. They tell us that some folks will have to refile claims while others will automatically be extended without interruption. We're breaking down all of those details right now on NBC10.com/response.
All right, guys. So after listening to that, like I stated before, I don't understand why here in our state in Pennsylvania, why we can't get it together. We had issues with the voting. We have issues with fraud. We have the continued issues of unemployment. It just doesn't stop. And you can see that clearly Jersey is even doing a better job. So why is that? I just don't understand. Why can't we get it together? So if you look here on the PUA portal on the homepage, you will see the red alert there. We realize you may get a message saying your benefits are exhausted when filing for week ending 3/2021. We are aware of the situation, and if you meet eligibility requirements, this will not affect your payment status. Your status will be updated within the next 24 hours. So, hopefully that is the case, and this is addressed and taken care of within 24 hours. So I'm not sure when they are going to do the countdown. Is it going to be a complete 24 hours from the minute that they put that red alert? I'm really not sure. So now in this last bill, unfortunately, the $1,400 that we are waiting for now, okay, I'm still waiting for the last $600 from the last bill, and so that $1,400 that we're waiting on for this next bill that they just passed, that one unfortunately can be intercepted, okay? It can be seized, it can pay back debt collectors, and it just depends on what debts can be collected. But this money before the other two bills, okay, in the last administration had in place a protection where that money went to the American people. It was not it couldn't be intercepted. There was a protection on it. This next one, since the Democrats just took over and they passed the bill without any Republicans even involved, they just went about it and said, no, they're going to slow it down or whatever, but they didn't put a protection in place. I'm pretty sure that most of us owe some debt because we haven't been working over a year. Not only that, we have no stability. We don't know. We're hanging on to this money because we don't know, is the unemployment going to continue to give us benefits? Is it going to run out? They're going to stop paying us? We've been going through this already for a year. So it's not like we're just being nervous and scared about this. I think we're kind of planning that in case, there's that whole saying, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, right? So I think that's what we're doing. I don't know. Personally, that's what I'm doing. I'm holding on to what I can. And look what just happened, right? So when I filed, I'm no longer getting that extra $300. So now I'm back to the $175. And then before that, we were down to zero when we weren't getting anything, and we had to wait. And that also was stressful because we weren't getting nothing. A lot of the stuff in that bill, though, really is not, like I stated before in the previous video, the majority of that money is not even going to COVID relief. It's all these other different things that it's going to, I feel like they should have put more into the actual situation. I feel like, yes, it's nice to get free money, but if you weren't affected because of the pandemic, so you didn't lose your job, you didn't have to stay home with your children, so because they couldn't go to school, I feel those people should be getting most of the help. Okay, I don't think that people who haven't been affected and they've been working, so basically you're just compensating them because they're just here too. So it's not really for financial relief. It's just for anybody because even prisoners are getting it. How are prisoners getting it? They don't even contribute to society financially. If anything, we pay for them to have those 3 meals and all that stuff. And not that I'm hating on them, but the facts are the facts. Like I said, I'm not one to go off of emotion. All I care about is the facts. And the facts are they do not contribute financially to the economy. And anyway, why does it need to be 800 pages? I don't get it. It should just be, okay, who's affected? If it's a COVID relief, the people who could not go to work, who were forced to stop working, who are unemployed, they need the relief. The parents that had to stay home with their kids because the schools were closed, they need the relief. Who doesn't need and even people that were unemployed before the pandemic, they need the relief because there's no workforce. You can't go to work if there's no work there because you can't work. So those three situations should be the reason why you're getting COVID relief. If you was getting Social Security all this time, if you're on welfare all this time, you shouldn't be getting COVID. I'm sorry, but they shouldn't be getting COVID relief. Why would they need COVID relief? They were not affected with the workforce. They're getting Social Security. They're not working, so they didn't have to shut down. They didn't have to stop working. You on welfare. You didn't have to stop working. Why would you be eligible to get free money? It's just so ridiculous, you know? And not that I would even want that job, but sometimes, I'm telling you, I'm like, I need to be in there. I need to go into that office and show them what's what, because I just don't understand what the heck, why is it so complicated? The cases go up and down, and where supposedly it's not going up as much. People have already been vaccinated. Some have already contracted it and they have built immunity. Now we're bringing in thousands that have been tested positive. So I don't understand. If we're concerned and still cannot open 100%, why in the world would we be bringing other people that are positive? That doesn't make any sense to me, because you have people that if you want to go to work or you're done with wearing the mask or whatever, or you're protesting or what have you, you see it all the time. People in the comments, people even making videos about it, posting things or whatever, complaining that those people are trying to spread it. But you're okay with letting all these people, we don't even know these people. We don't know if they're violent or murderers, rapists, or sex traffickers or whatever. Because according to what I just heard, I think before I just thought that, you know, most of them that were coming in were just coming in from Mexico and they just wanted to come in. But you got other countries coming in here. You have a lot of them. And they said that some even came in that were on the terror watch list. So they already had intercepted them, and they're back, and they came back again and they caught them again, some of them. So I just don't understand. How is it that we're going to continue to just leave the border open? That doesn't even make any sense. That's like if I leave my house door open and I say, you know, I leave all the doors in the house open, and then I go, yeah, but don't come. Okay, I know my house is open. I know that you don't have any money and you don't have food in your house or whatever, but don't come, okay? Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click on that bell notification so you are notified every time I upload a video. And as always guys, you be safe out there. Bye!